and welcome back to the channel. We are going to be working on replacing a windshield washer pump on a 2016 Ford Escape. It's the part number. We got this from AutoZone. So we're going to start with a couple 9/32 right here. Can't really see with these on. Got a couple of these, and then after that I'm going to use these tools I have from Harbor Freight to remove these pieces. Try to do it carefully. I mean, I have some spare pieces. I don't want to break any of these. These are the double piece ones. One right there. It looks like something got caught on this one in the past. Another one. These you can buy at Harbor Freight. But there's a place in Mesa that has the really good ones. So there's one more over here, which is just a straight pop-out one. So there's 3 pieces right now, two screws and 3 plastic pieces. Pump is under here. So we have this piece here. There's another metal screw here. I guess I could have turned my wheel either facing in or out. Far here. The pump is literally right up here. And I don't need a whole lot more room. Let me try to show you guys. All right, folks. I hope you can see, because if I take these off, I might have a little bit more room for you guys. But really, it is just sitting right. It's right there. I wonder if I could get you guys a better view. Okay, so I took off stuff here, 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 and down here a few places. You saw it already, but the pump's just right there. See that? You have your two hoses on the side, your electrical clip on the top. And look at, you can even access your running light from here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to remove the cap up here, the electrical, pop that out. Hey, look at, there's a sensor too or something in there, but I don't need to mess with the sensor. Or no, that's probably the hose to fill from, like the suction. Well, I don't know what that is. Sensor, I'm guessing. But there's the pump. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the electrical piece off the top, and then I'm going to get the new pump ready, and then I need to figure out how to pop those sides, the hoses off without damaging anything. Okay, so let's take a look at the new part. WWS10002 pump assembly, made in Mexico, purchased from O'Reilly. And they had to order it from their warehouse. And it took like a few hours, so I ordered it, and then I went back after later on in the day. So this is how it goes in. So I'm guessing I'm not guessing, my plan is to remove the clip on the top and then pop this out and then see how so first of all, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get in here with my hand. And there's not much room with the wheel in the way. If I could pop these off, I might have more room. But I'm gonna try. Put my hand up here. Oh, wow. So I could pull this down from. I got fluid going in my ear, I think, or is that sweat? I don't know. Let's see, how do you pop these off? I wonder if you squeeze them or just like, okay. So here's the dilemma. I'm gonna pop this. I think I just need to lift it off with maybe one of those little Harbor Freight orange hooks. And then for these, I'm not sure how those go on. I wonder if I need to squeeze them or pinch them and then pop them off or what? Okay, folks, I went and did a little bit of reconnaissance, and I need to remember which side goes where, because one is for the rear, one is for the front. So, looking at it, the white goes toward the front and the dark goes toward the back. And the guy that I watched just now, I'll try to link his channel down below. What most of the people I've watched do is they take this whole thing off, this cover, the tire well, and their tire. And there's a lot of better access. So what he did was he just pulled his up, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to break the clip on the, let's see, this would be the male, so the female part. Also, it's good to notice when you're putting on like aftermarket parts, try to see how many pins you have. This one has 2 pins. Because on our 2017 Escape, the aftermarket fog lights had 2 pins and the original had 3 pins. So we had to tweak that a little. So basically the hoses that are attached here, they have like a C-clamp on there. And so you have to open that up just enough to allow for it to stop gripping this so much, this little ridge here. So I need to get that C-clamp. It's probably up like this way, so I need to bring it like facing this way and then open it up, and then it'll allow me to pop that off. But working on the XC90. I thought, oh man, I don't care, I'll just bust this off or cut this, whatever. And those foreign vehicle parts are expensive. So I'm trying to get right on that clip and push it outward, and then pull this up without damaging anything. Okay, so now that gives me a little bit easier access to this. Somebody's having fun. I don't know if that was inside or outside. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. I wish I had one of those, remember those headlamps you can put on your forehead? So, this one, I don't know if you push that up or what. It's rough because I just barely trimmed the heck out of my nails because they were starting to run and stuff. Yeah, see, I can really use one of those lights to go right up here. Okay, so I just twisted it a little. So I went in there and I pushed the top piece a little bit of that clip, and then I stuck this in between, kind of like this on the bottom of the clamp, and just kind of wiggle each side up, and then it started moving. Okay, I got sweat in my eyeball. Okay, so here it is. So basically that piece I had to kind of, I guess, push it in here or something, and then after that kind of wiggle the screwdriver on the sides, and then those C-clamps, they basically just came down like this, and I couldn't see them before because they were up, but once you turn them down toward you and you stick your finger in there, you just have to open it a little bit, not a whole lot, and then it pops out. So you can see this right here, like a, you see that broken piece or something? I don't know if that's gunk in there or what, but that would definitely clog it. Let's go see if we can pick it out just for grins and giggles. Well, we'll do that later. Yeah, put this in. I do that a lot. I get curious about stuff and then I start going down a rabbit hole. Okay. So now, first things first is I'm going to get this new pump back on. Okay, and there's a rhyme and reason to this madness down here. You gotta make sure when you're putting your new plug back on, you don't bend any. You hear that click? You don't bend any whatchamacalls there. Okay, so now I'm going to get my light and dark. I should have checked these. Well, I mean, I guess they're okay because they did drain out, right? And then once you get them in, you gotta make sure your C-clamp's closed. Go hear that snap in there. Okay, and then make sure light is just light and dark is with dark. And then after that, you just move your pump back up and get it into that groove. Turn it up vertical and put it back in. But you got to make sure that your hoses aren't in the way as you're doing that. So what's everyone having for dinner tonight? Then you just line that back up into your hole where your washer is. And you make sure you seat it firmly. There's really no way to clamp it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some water in there and then we're going to test it. It's important to test it before you seal it up. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. Not sure what game the neighbors are watching or if they're playing a video game or something. But I wanted to show you in here, look at, you see that? That might be, I wonder if it has like a spindle, because it looks like there's 3 arms in there, you see it? And so maybe when it spins, it sucks the liquid up, forces it up to the hoses. So yeah, I'm gonna go cool off a little bit and then I'll be back to finish this up.